British Columbia now, and officials say the threat from a wildfire outside of Penticton is easing, but thousands of residents remain under an evacuation alert. Laura McQuillan is tracking the wildfire for us. And Laura, officials just gave an update. What did they say?
Well, they don't want to get anyone's hopes up, Chris, but they did say that they're making some headway battling that blaze. It's called the Christie Mountain Fire, and as you mentioned, close to Penticton, and that has been the major area of concern in the past couple of days. You see it on your map there. Now, right now, there are 319 properties in the Heritage Hills area near where that fire icon is on the map. They are under evacuation orders, but there are evacuation alerts in place as well, including about 3,700 properties in Penticton, about 100 other properties as well. Those people on standby to leave at a moment's notice if they need to. Well, what we heard from Penticton's fire chief just a short time ago is that they're making some real progress getting those flames under control, and he spoke a bit more about the work that firefighters are doing now. Take a listen.
We feel very confident that the fire is no longer threatening structures adjacent to the fire in the city of Penticton. However, we are still working on behalf of the regional district for structure protection, and we'll continue to do that until there's no longer a threat to those structures. Making sure there's no hot spots around the properties, any smokes that are in and around the communities, we're actioning those, making sure they're nice and cold before we allow any of the residents back into their properties.
So that evacuation alert, the evacuation order for the Heritage Hills, likely to stay in place for a few more days just until they're more confident that the danger has passed. We know some 200 firefighters are battling that fire today, though we did hear about 100 have been able to be sent home, though there is now an order restricting access to the public from that area while they just do all the work they can to bring that under control, Chris.
All right, so making some encouraging progress with that fire, but we know that there's another fire in the province that's causing concern. What can you tell us about that one? That's
right. This one just slightly further east, and you saw it on that map as well. We'll take you back there to give you an idea of what we're looking at. This is called the Dr. Creek Fire, burning near Canal Flats. It's getting pretty close to the Alberta border there. That's spread over about 3,000 hectares. That's about 7 times the size of Vancouver's Stanley Park. And this is some of the footage from that fire. You can see just how much smoke there is spread over that huge area there. Again, an evacuation order in place for several homes, several recreation areas. There are dozens of firefighters. They're using helicopters today to try and battle that blaze. They're also spending today constructing some control lines, possibly doing some controlled burns to really shore up what they can in terms of preventing the spread of that blaze. And just taking a look at the kind of work that firefighters are doing across the province of British Columbia today, 73 active fires right now, Chris, 6 new fires in the last 2 days. So a lot of work that they are keeping up right now as they try and get those 2 big blazes, but also these dozens of others under control.
All right, thanks for tracking it all, Laura.